this is part 2 of me doing my makeup during a heat wave. But yeah, no, still hot as hell, hot as balls, fans on, not doing anything. I have also a little hand fan with me for my few seconds of relief it will give me. But I did get home from work like 3 hours ago. I should have done this 3 hours ago, but I just did not want to come up here because it's so hot and stuffy. But the temps are going to drop considerably the next days off that I have, so hopefully I'll be able to do it and not worry too much. But I saw this cute little like garden fairy kind of look, and I really, really like it. And I need something to do. So yeah. So this is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Transition palette. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of natural with a little bit of caramel. And we're going to throw some right along, mostly the outer, like, like this area. Do a little underneath, just, but no, today is Friday, July 3rd. So, I may not live after tomorrow's shift, I'm going to be honest here. You know, 12 hours, 4th of July. It was really slow yesterday, and even night sales were really slow. And I left the store at 1:30. I was only there for 2.5 hours. But like we had maybe like 3 people in the entire time, and one of them just got water. So honestly, I have high hopes for tomorrow. The girl that I am training is still not good. Because, you know, the plan was, I'm like, okay, you're going to get in at 9:30. You're going to do all the pre-opening stuff by yourself. I'll come in at 10:30, make sure everything's set up, you know, correct a few things. I don't know what she was doing, but she got in at 9:20 because she texted me. She's like, oh my god, there's a cake order. I don't know how to make one. I'm like, I'll be here at 10:30 before we open. I can show you how to make it. Not everything was baked because even though the oven can fit 6 trays at a time, she was doing batches of like 2 and 3 trays. So she was still baking things. And there's a 100 cookie order for 12 o'clock delivery on Monday. But I'm probably gonna go in Sunday night so I can do inventory and do it correctly and not have to worry about trusting the nighttime people to do it. So it's not happening, especially because I need to work Tuesday now because she forgot that she had court. So I need to do my 5 openings again, which is fine, but it's gonna be really funny if I come in on Tuesday and I have a basement and then I have to bring everything downstairs by myself. I don't think I'm gonna do the winged liner, so I'm just gonna take some of coffee beans and I'm gonna do a little smudge. I'm not gonna do like a wing, but mostly because I don't want to deal with trying to get eyeliner off of my eyelids. But no, went in a little later. It was beautiful. I even told her, I'm like, I'm really not going to do anything today with you because I'm going to be here for 2 hours. I'm like, this is just to like keep an eye on you, make sure you'll be able to survive. I'm so scared for Sunday with her. And then I'm just blending out with whatever's left on this brush. But I'm like, I can't. I'm like, this is already more trained than I was trained on how to do for openings. And yeah, sure, I at least had the knowledge of being, you know, a baker first. But she's had 2 openings with me. Third one of, you know, me just double checking all of her things. So Sunday's gonna be her first real day alone. And I told her, I'm like, you can call me, you can text me. I'm not coming in. Because then I'm gonna need to find coverage for a different day because what I will be doing is illegal still. So it's fine. Everything's fine. It's freaking fine. But yeah. And then this is from Bella Beaute Bar. This is the Pastel Garden palette. I'm gonna start off with some of the shade Bleeding Heart. mixed with a little bit of, no, just Bleeding Heart actually, I'm a liar. You're gonna kind of focus that right towards the end of the brow, overlapping a little with, you know. Oh wow, sorry. I'm looking at my mirror and this is so very clear. So it's just throwing me off a little. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go in with some of the shade Ballerina Tulip on the other side of this brush. And then do a little bit. Because it's not gonna be fully rainbow because it's gonna be a little bit of yellow. And then kind of a, okay, so it's kind of rainbowy. You know what? So sue me. God forbid. But it's fun. And still summery. But use that to, again, overlaying it a little. That way it kind of blends itself. Work smarter, not harder. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of the shade Azalea as our yellow. This is a really good toned yellow. Which is funny because I don't like yellow. Like, it's just one of those things that I'm like, it's not, I can't wear it as a color on myself because I'm a little yellow. And just eyeshadow, it just doesn't pop as much as I would ever want it to. So sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes nothing happens with it. We're gonna bring that a little closer here. And then we're going to take some of the shade Cornflower. Big fluffy brush. I'm going to kind of do a little... Okay, this is turning into a lot more rainbowy than the original look, but it's fine. Honestly, who cares? Not... Oh, this is like the most perfect blue. Like if the Blend Bunny blue that I always complain about was this color, it would be like a perfect palette. And then we're gonna take some of the shade Ranunculus? Ranunculus? Yeah. It's a flower, I know that. Obviously. It's just one of those flowers that nobody ever does. And we're just gonna... Yeah. See, like this is the most beautiful, perfect pastel palette I've ever witnessed in my life. And like, I knew I loved... Because I have the Unoriginal Nudes palette. Like, I knew I loved the formula of all this anyways, but like the tones of these are so, they're gorge. So like, yeah. Then just gonna go over a few things again. Red, orange, yellow, green followed by blue. Okay. Sorry, I was singing the cat. I had to think of the Cat in the Hat song for a second. Yeah. Girl, I am not complaining about this one bit. However, I am going to go in with my NYX glitter primer because I'm going to go in with a different shimmer than what's on the palette because I know the specific shade I'm imagining will go with this so well. So we're going to do a little bit of that, which is also why I didn't bring anything into the center, but do a little bit of... I hate the way this feels. I mean, we know this. I always hate the way it feels. So I just put all my things where they belong. And then, all of these are from Terra Moon's Cosmetics. I'm gonna go in with the love of my life, which is Twinkle Dust, which has been discontinued because they hate me. Terra Moon's, we have some words. Well, I have some words for you. How's that? And then we're gonna do it light. Yeah. Because it's very shifty and has a pretty neutral base, surprisingly. But like, it's very green and purple and pink. So it's like perfect to pop over a neutral shadow, which I do a lot. But then also have it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, girl. They're up front underneath the box of apple pie on the side. Also, that's another thing about her. She doesn't look under things. She's like, oh my god, we're out of this cookie. I'm like, no, we're not. It's under this. I'm like, you see stacks of like 3. Don't you think there's going to be 2 more things underneath the top one? She just texted me. But this is going to be it for the eyes. I need to find some lashes, but I will be back in a second. Alrighty, I am back with some lashes. I have terrible, horrible underboob sweat happening on my shirt right now. Let me so honest here. But at last, we move on. I'm not going to be doing very many skin prep products because I'm a little warm and sweaty and damp. So I'm going to go in with the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. Like always, this was gifted to me. Like always, won't keep using this if I didn't like it. But this isn't an overly hydrated moisturizer, so I'll have, you know, a damp-ish base for my foundation to go over, but it's not going to be like overly glowy and dewy on purpose because I don't want to set my face with powder. So I'm just gonna use like two more matte foundation and concealers together. So again, this will just give it something to like adhere to without looking like dry and patchy. But yeah. Then let that dry down just a little, which isn't going to take very long because let's be real, it's hot and gross in here. And then this is from L'Oreal Paris. This is the True Match Super Blendable Foundation in N1. Not too much. It's funny because I was like, okay, I'm in later. I'm going to take a full shower this morning. Oh, Jesus. You know, like wash my hair and stuff. Yeah, my hair was about halfway dry by the time I got to the store. You know, it's a 25-minute commute. And then, you know, put it back. Still a little damp when I left work, and it was completely dry by the time I got off the train. I'm like, my hair usually takes forever to dry because I have a lot of it. Even if it's not overly thick, but I have a lot of hair. So, I'm like, I'm like, that's the reason I did my hair in the morning opposed to doing it at night. I'm like, it's gonna be done. I mean, I'll probably take another shower tomorrow morning. Not wash my, maybe won't. No. I'm gonna be home so much later than usual. And even though it won't be that late in terms of when I stay up, I just don't want to get home, get home at like 10:30, 11, then have to eat and then shower. But I don't want to have to have wet hair when we go out on Sunday to the farmers markets and stuff. Actually, I'm not going to be wearing a light colored shirt on Sunday, so I guess it doesn't matter. I can go out with wet hair. But then my hair will dry kind of tangled because that's just how my hair works. So it's a lose-lose situation, really. I haven't, like I said, I'll probably do a, body shower sounds gross, but like, you know, do a shower without doing my hair. So, body. And then this is from Win Beauty by Serena Williams. This is the Nothing to See Soft Matte Creamy Concealer in the shade Extend 45. Gonna do, and, but yeah, no, today, you know, it's like 99, feels like 102. I'm like, oh, hey, better than New York, which is 99, feels like what a wait. Couldn't be me, obviously. No, it's gonna be me in a few weeks though. Swear to God, I want a nice, easy 80-degree week. Like, I know that's not gonna happen. My birthday's always hella hot. No, I'm not gonna be going on my birthday. But the days, because my birthday is the 19th, so I think I'm gonna cheat a little. Because my birthday's a Sunday this year, so it falls between my usual two posting days. I think I'm just gonna post on my birthday. So like, I'm gonna do the Tuesday before my birthday. I won't do the Friday before, and I won't do the Tuesday after, but I'll do the Friday after, and then I'll just actually post on the Sunday. Because why not? And then I can get a little more ahead on my videos, and I'll be set for New York videos. I'm not gonna do a pack my bag with me, because I'm bringing like 5 products that are makeup. It's too hot to wear makeup outside. And I never end up wearing as much as I think I will. Even when I went with my friend in March, you know, March was like the perfect makeup wearing weather, but I just didn't. So I'm like, I'm just gonna bring, you know, my freckle pen, a mascara, a brow gel, maybe some blush, and a lip balm and maybe a lip stain. Mostly gonna be like body care products and perfume at this time. Also, one of my former friends, not former, like, we had a falling out, but like we just kind of grew apart. She's unfortunately encouraging my November trip. She's like, oh, she's like, Money always comes back and these are really good shows. I'm like, this is what I hate about You Like and Broadway too. Don't do this. And then this is from Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Crayon in the shade Luminous Taupe. It's funny because I picked this because I'm like, again, more matte base and cheap products, except she's a little shinier than she usually is, which is fine, obviously. Somehow I still don't, even though I know I've mentioned it in front of him, and I know he has a horrible memory, I don't think my father realizes I'm going to New York in a few weeks again, because I mentioned something. Like, my brother and I mentioned something, and he just kind of gave me a weird look, but, you know, hasn't said anything. So I'm like, well. And then he's gonna be like, well, what about, you know, saving to move out? I'm like, well, there's a difference between saving $2,000 once versus trying to earn, you know, saving $2,000 over the course of, like, and again, I put a lot of it on a credit card. Saving, you know, $1,000 or $2,000, you know, in the course of a few months versus making enough after taxes to afford a $2,000 studio or even $1,000 single room. It's just, it's so ridiculous. There's no. And then this is from Kylie Cosmetics. This is the, ooh, this is not the right blush. Sorry, I have two blushes, two of these, two different shades. Somehow the one I never use was at the top. This is from Kylie Cosmetics. This is the hybrid blush in the shade Petal. I accidentally grabbed Ladybug, which is red as hell. So and then just do a little up there. Ugh. I hate the summer. I hate it so much. And the ice cream, all the ice cream places on the beach closed besides one, and it's like on the far end of the beach, not near where we live / go. Not that I live like on the beach, but I live not close to that end of the beach. And like there's no ice cream there. So I'm like, And then this is almost going down my shirt. This is from Huda Beauty. This is the Blush Filter Liquid Blush in the shade Bubblegum. Just to add a little more pink to everything. Surprise, surprise. I know, what a surprise. But it's really funny because somebody was like standing up my ass waiting for the train when the platform was empty, and then sat across from me because I was probably in the seat they wanted, and you know what, suffer, gonna be honest here, and decided to have their stupid videos that they were listening to, one, obviously not on headphones, two, full blast. I hate people so much. Like, why? People should get etiquette classes before, like, taking public transportation, because, like, again, I know you were probably after the seat that I was after, but if I was standing there for 5 minutes before you were, and again, the platform is empty, don't be up my ass about it. And surprisingly, it was a woman. It's always men that do that shit. So. And then this is from NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Buttermelt Blush in the shade Butter Together. Just some pink. And do a little, yeah. Again, I'm so worried about tomorrow. Like, I get to see the baker and see how she actually handles things. Because I'll probably put her up front and me in the back baking and dealing with orders. Because, no offense, you cannot have me up front talking to people for 10 hours straight without me wanting to someone. Gonna be honest here. Then this is from Colourpop Cosmetics. This is the Super Shock Cheat Pearlized in the shade Seismic. It's funny, I went to the bank the other day, like last week I think. My favorite bank teller, he wasn't helping me. He came over to get something else and he looked at me, before he even said anything, he just kind of looked at me and he went, "Oh, honey." He's like, "All of the light has left your eyes." I'm like, "I'm touched that you thought there was any to begin with." I'm like, I'm just so tired. Except no, went to the bank today to close my account. He was on vacation. bastard. How dare he? Doesn't he know that I've been doing 50-hour weeks for the past month? I deserve someone to gossip with. And then this is from MAC. This is the lip pencil in the shade Cool Spice. I'm gonna need to sharpen this at some point. Also, sorry, I shouldn't have started talking when I'm doing this. I had a dream that I met Sebastian Stan at a stage door on Broadway. He's not currently in anything, nor will I expect him to be in anything anytime soon. But that's not even the kicker. That's not even the best part of this. For some reason, I had pictures of us together, like, on a photo booth strip, and for some reason I had brought Bridget with me to meet Sebastian Stan at stage door. So she was in all of our pictures together, and I woke up so very confused. Because again, he's not in anything. Nor will I expect him to be in anything anytime soon, because he and his partner are having a baby. So that just goes out the window as well. Again, very confused. And then this is from Merit. This is their signature lip blush in the shade Andy. Just something a little pink. That way. There's some color tie into the cheek a little. And then this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in the Valentine's Day shade Water Brat. Just gonna do, because even though I don't have an overly pink highlighter, I still like to do something fun and whimsical to tie in. Again, sparkly pink gloss. Alrighty, I need to go fix my bangs, but I should be back in a second. Alrighty, and this is the finished look. I need to stop my fan from oscillating because it's just getting too much trying to sit. But yeah, this is it. I adore how this came out. It came out a little differently than the inspo picture, like eyeshadow wise, because I only ever follow for eyeshadow. I do everything else the way I do. But like, this is the most perfect, beautiful, fantastic, pastel-y, whimsical little eyeshadow look I've done in so long. And like literally, I would not change a thing about this single look. Like, I think she's gorgeous and stunning, and everything just tied together so well. Like I said, I'm currently sweating my ass off. But again, by the time I do my makeup next, it's only gonna be 82 degrees and not 99. So small wins. But yeah.